Hello people, what's up? This is Abhishek and today is a very exciting day. I'm downloading Microsoft Flight Simulator on my Xbox Series S as Microsoft announced it will be made available for both the consoles that they've launched this year. So this is exciting because Microsoft Flight Simulators was one of that games that was very demanding on your computer. You really need to have a great PC to run it smoothly. So today, specifically with the Xbox Series S, if we are able to run it with half decent frame rates and it looks decent, I mean, I will be surprised. And that would like open the gates for so many people who can't afford a great PC to play this game, and they can actually, see how it feels like and how it feels like to be a virtual pilot. So right now I'm downloading it, and as you can see, the initial download file it's like 42.41 gigabytes, which is a lot. Again, considering the Xbox Series S only comes with like 500 gigs of internal SSD storage, this would be tough. But again, you can use an external SSD. But today, just to notice the load times and how all of that looks, I'm just installing it on my internal SSD. So I did uninstall a few games, which was tough. But hey, again, this would be great if you can play it. So let's just wait and see when it gets downloaded.
A few moments later.
So Microsoft Flight Simulator just finished downloading. I'm just going to click on it and see what happens. Oh, and it's launching. So the same kind of splash screen that we get for PC. Let's see how the actual load times look like. So this is the first launch. I'm not expecting it to be super quick, but I think we are good. I mean, it's loading again, so let's see what happens. This is so exciting, by the way. Also, a whole load of menu options. I don't want. So all of this, I'm not really going to change anything right now. So I think most of them were like accessibility options anyway. The most exciting thing about this is that on PC, whenever you're playing this game, there were so many keyboard shortcuts that you needed to use, so many keys, so many mouse clicks, so many like joystick turns. So I just want to see the whole experience and how it feels like with just one Xbox Series controller. I mean, that would be something which is worth noticing. So I'm not sure if it's updating right now or it's just loading, but seems to be super slow. So I'm thinking it's more about downloads, but let's just wait for it. So it has been around 2 minutes and the loading screens or the loading bar is like coming closer to finish. So that's exciting. Okay, finally loaded, guys. Oof. So, and this feels very similar to the PC one, so not surprised there. But let's go then do some flight training, and we will start with the basic handling first. All right, let's start. I mean, the skybox doesn't look that great. The clouds are definitely a bit choppy, but can't really complain about the plane. I mean, it looks good. The shadows are on point. Not sure about the NPCs though. That's weird, but yeah, I mean, looks good. So they're using kind of the left joystick for navigating around the screen. So the feeling that I'm getting from this is that this is going to be a little complicated for everyone because they have so many buttons and cameras and you need to use this cursor without having a without having an actual mouse. So that is a bit sad, to be honest. This is not bad at all. I mean, this looks great, honestly. So the in-cockpit view is as close to as like a good PC. So that's great. Okay, guys. So I'm going to skip this boring part and we will go in flight straight away. So again, the load times seem pretty good for a device this small. Again, guys, remember we are running this on an Xbox Series S, which you can barely call a console even. It's like so small. But yeah, the controls do feel good. I mean, the graphics are not bad. Totally stoked, man. This looks great. The controls actually feel very sharp for this game. I mean, I'm barely moving the joystick and they are like all over the place. Okay, I have to like climb for 5 seconds now. How do I look at the airport? How do I look at the airport? There were so many controls. That's why it's a bit confusing. I think it was this. Yeah, this is the airport. Okay, I'm messing this up so bad. So actually, guys, the rudders do feel nice. You know, the triggers do work great. I mean, even if you apply like a little bit of a rudder, it is visible and it is noticeable. So that sounds great. Okay. So we're at the main menu here and I'm trying to find like the first takeoff scenario here. But I think this screen cursor thing is a bit annoying because on the menu at least they could just give us simple menu controls where you can just toggle through these boxes by using your yoke or something. I mean, this seems a bit annoying. It's like reinventing the wheel. We already have great ways to like traverse through menus. Why do we need this? Also, in the PC version, I think these taxing and takeoff were one option. They have split it out into two, but we're going to go for the takeoff because I don't want this video to be like 30 or 40 minutes. Okay, I'm not even listening to her. Okay, guys, we're taking off. We're not listening to her anymore. So controls here, they feel pretty similar to PC. I mean, you can just add throttle and I think at 60 knots we would be good to go. Alright, applying full power, ma'am. Gentle enough? I guess so. And guys, we're airborne. Okay, that's too much, too much. So guys, I'm going to try a landing challenge right now with either a A320 or a Boeing 747. I mean, if you can get a 747, that would be so cool. Yeah, there we go. So let's go to landing challenges. Okay, let's start with the 747. This would be so exciting. Again, the load times, they are pretty incredible for a small machine like this. All thanks to that internal SSD, they load up quite fast. So let's switch to external view and see how it looks like. So far so good. I mean, feels great, right? Although I would say, especially with the bigger brains, I think you are missing quite a few details. I'm pretty sure if you were running this on an Xbox Series X or a great PC, this would look better. But for everyone who thought buying a PS5 will give them exclusives and we won't get any exclusives as the Xbox Club, they were so wrong. And this does feel great. Okay, so let's pull the throttle down because like we're too fast. And this is not your not your normal landing. This is the landing my way. And the shadows at the bottom, I mean, they look kind of artificial, I would say. Let's try to do a few more activities like bush flying to actually see how the graphics look like. So let's go to activities. Yes, bush flights. Okay, Santorini, that's familiar. So let's go there. Looks great. I mean, the runway looks great. I mean, the sky again. I'm disappointed with the sky. That looks like Doraemon sky, man. That's like skies from the 1980s cartoons. Okay. Okay, we're airborne. I mean, with the flight mechanics and the physics, it is great. The graphics on the ground look quite decent as well. But I mean, the sky. That's not how Santorini sky looks like for sure. But again, guys, we have to remember this is just like a 30,000 rupees machine. It's not very powerful. Powerful, only 4.2 teraflops of performance in here, which is way less than Xbox Series X. So I'm pretty sure people who are playing it on an Xbox Series S or X rather have a completely different experience. So that looks great. So let's actually turn towards the sun. Okay. Yes. Advice taken. So guys, so far so good. I mean, I have been liking the experience. Now the important question. Should you buy the Xbox Series S if you want an experience to Microsoft Simulator? I mean, the answer kind of depends on your budget. If you have a budget for a great PC and you can buy like a new generation graphic card like a 3070 or a 3080, of course you can enjoy better graphics and better looking skies than this. But when it comes to functionality, I mean, this is pretty darn good. I've been playing it for like half an hour now and it does feel great. I mean, the controls, the haptic feedback, all of that was spot on. So I'm really impressed so far. Alright guys, so that was us playing the Microsoft Flight Simulator on the Xbox Series S. Let me know if you like the video. For more Xbox related content, be sure to subscribe and feel free to drop a comment. Take care, bye bye.